Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It's a beautiful, sunshiny day. It is currently 7 degrees Celsius. Seems to be 7 degrees Celsius every time we stream lately, which means it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So I noticed that my neighbors behind, hey, Belinda, nice to see you. I noticed my neighbors behind are out working their yard and they got parkas on and fuzzy hats. And it's like, I don't think it's quite that cold, but what do I know? I'm not them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Jean's here to play today.
Hi
Yay!
guys.
So we just kind of figured we're going to just play What You Working On and play and chat. So that's kind of what we've got planned today.
You know
Jean.
why we picked that? Because I didn't want to clean up my mess.
But it's beautiful. She's working on a Christmas present for her granddaughter.
Yep. It's got all the sequins, and then I'm filling in with my regular beading. Um, I call it bead embroidery, but it really is more bead doodles to me. I mean, I'm just doodling with beads. So anyway,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. And me, I have been organizing. And in amongst my organizing, I found a whole bunch of old calendars. So I've been chopping them up and making pockets. Pockets, like little cute pockets to go in journals or whatever. So that's what I'm going to be doing is chopping up this calendar and making some pockets and visiting. Kind of overdid some stuff this week and my hands are not happy. I think I did too much crocheting on Tuesday. And it wasn't that the crocheting was difficult, it was attaching them to the rings that I had to work awkwardly to attach. So I was thinking, well, why don't I just make the flowers and then stitch them on? So anyway, we're going to use old calendars today. So I'm just going to take them apart month by month. Oh, look, all kinds of writing on them. It's okay. It's going to be on the insides of the pockets anyway. Yeah, calendars. We always, I don't know, the pictures are gorgeous, but they take up an awful lot of space in a journal, right? Like they're a full page in the journal. But when you've got all your private kind of stuff in there, doctor's appointments and things like that, it's better if you kind of rip it up into smaller pieces. I think, anyway. I think they're good to go. Yep, yep, yep. And then, of course, I like to chop up. Oh, look, I got a blingy stuck to this one. And, I like taking these little calendars on the back, like this is a 2020 planner, and just tucking them into pockets and things, depending on what's on the back, of course. Yeah. So basically,
It's funny that you say that. Um, my favorite calendar, and I used to get it all the time, was the Pressed Fairy calendar
oh, yeah.
by Brian Fround. I don't know how to say his last name, but like you said, the thing. Well, on the back of them was pictures, little pictures like this, because these were
Yeah.
like 12 by 12 calendars. Little pictures of each page, and then the month was under it. I cut them all out, and I have this whole deck of pressed fairies. I have
Lovely.
no idea what I'm going to do with them. I was using them for ATCs or on ATCs, and I was going to put them in ATC kits that I've been making for Defy, and I just can't part with him. I just
Yeah.
can't because
Yeah.
he doesn't make the calendars anymore.
Yeah, well, then, I mean, that's just it, right? Like, I mean, these calendars that I
Oh
get,
no,
I just
there's
pick up
a
at the local pharmacy and that kind of thing. They're not, they're free calendars. Hi, Sherry, nice to see you.
I just love them. It's funny that you did that, and I had these right behind me. Because yeah, I think they might be too risque to just give to anybody.
Yeah, no,
I
I
just,
get you.
you
This one
know,
with the pier, my trains collage book. I'm not doing a trains collage book. I am doing a collage book that I am adding trains to because that's what I've got. Not every page has trains on it though. And yeah, I could cut out that pier and put it onto something. But hmm, you know, no, maybe. I don't know. I
so
don't know.
I must be a bit anal today because now I'm sitting here making sure they're all going the same direction.
Oh, you're having a day. Okay, now you're making me think that one maybe has to get saved. Okay, we'll put it over to the craft lounge on the side and do that. So, okay, we'll make this kind of. No, that's a good idea. It is. It's actually a good idea because I've got lots of. I have lots of books that I can do that too. We're not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to put these over here for now, and I'll show you how I do these pockets. I like the top edge ripped, so I just rip the top edge. And then I decide what I would like to be on the front of the, I like this right here would be perfect on the front. So I'm just going to take it and fold it. So that's at the front. This is going to be a big pocket, of course. And then what I do, if it ends up this size, I rip it in half. So I've got two pockets that are wide. Okay. So then what I do is I just glue down the edge like this, seal it up, and let it dry. I use this lovely muck water. It's so nice and dark. That's what I use to distress the edges on these because when you tear them, they're really, really white. But they do make wonderful little pockets to stick in journals and things. I could always come back and use a different color as a second edging, but that could happen closer to when I'm doing them. So I like it to be kind of like a tube. Make sure it's not stuck in the middle. Like I say, this one is way big because I'm only doing the little journals now, and a lot of them aren't even this wide. But that's okay. So what I'll just do is I'll just tear this. Oh, that glue was not stuck nicely. Go from the other side. Make sure that's pressed down. Okay, so this is the front edge. Of course, I'm going to use the muck water to edge it. Yeah, I'm doing a Wild Pacific Coast book, Belinda. I'm adding to a wild. So yeah, I am collaging in it. Um, yeah. Okay. So let's close up this bottom. We'll just take that little bit off. We'll fold it up so that we have a bottom. So then what I do is when I've got that fold, I clip the corners so that the corners aren't super bulky. Right. Then on the front side, I take that one and I fold it into the pocket.
I'm not sure beading is what I should be doing today.
No, again. Oh, sorry. I fold the back one in, guys. back one gets folded into the pocket. And of course, it's not straight. Go, go, go. Trying to get it on the fold line. That one's a little high. Just down. And then this one that's on the front, I just run some glue along it and stick it down. And there I have a cute little pretty pocket. No, I am collaging a book. That's not wrong. Okay, so I've got this. Yeah, you can see all the writing on the inside. But that's okay. Just trim that edge. So then, of course, I'll just take my brush and edge both sides and around the edges with the muck water. But that's a cute little pocket, little photo pocket. So the other one, this is the top, this is the bottom. Again, we're just going to fold it. You can get a lot of pockets out of a calendar if that's what you decide to do with it. Sometimes I only take part of the picture to make the pocket with. The smaller ones. And then I cut out any blank numbers, like any blank spaces, and I will save them and use them for when I am doing things, I need a little something in a journal that's kind of off the wall. So I'll put, 7 o'clock rhino races or 10 o'clock margarita madness or something like that. Just something fun and whimsical and odd. Because I like that. There. So 2 pockets from one page. It works fine. This one I could do 3. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go like this.
This is hard to do with the camera down to where people can see it. I may have to change my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think maybe what I'll do is I will take it like this. That's going to be a really narrow pocket. I could just take it and use it flat, fold the top over and just have a flat pocket instead of, one of these. Or I could take it and cut these numbers out. Like this. So that I can do that rhino races or whatever.
I will be right back.
Okay. Put those over here. And sometimes, you can just cut out the numbers, these nice big numbers, and add them to faux stitch, which I also do. In fact, I might keep this for that because, I've got the numbers are not written on. I'll put this to the side as well. Multi-use, guys, multi-use. Multi-use. Signature pages for a journal. You know what I've done? Hey, Jen, nice to see you. I've done these into journal pages. But because I've got so much writing on some of my calendars, depending on how busy my year has been, if I'm doing a lot of craft shows or anything, doctor's appointments, looking after kids. So again, I just fold it. So I've got this. Make sure that's good and sealed. We're going to rip it across the middle so that we've got two pockets. And then the same thing, fold up the bottoms to the back. And because some of them are torn, they're not going to be level. These pockets are not level. Again, trim the corners. And we all know that this is weird for me. I like using pockets like this, but I don't do it very often. So on the back side, we're going to open the pocket up. We're going to flip the back folded one in. And then we're going to put some glue here and put the front fold, glue it down. You know, they're fun. They're fun. They're easy. You can make a multitude out of one calendar. So you totally changed your idea to what you're doing, Jean?
Yeah.
Oh,
To have this, my magnifying light thing, which I
right,
need working with those little beads,
right,
and the camera, I'm working like this.
right.
And
And it's very
it's
difficult.
really driving me nuts. So
Yeah, I get you.
I was working up, I have who's thanks Belinda, of envelopes. I mean, tons of envelopes.
Yeah,
And I was putting kits and stuff together, and I don't know, I was done counting for a little bit, so I was kind of playing with them. And I have this, and I kind of played with this to mess with it.
yeah.
I'm gonna cover all of these sides and then make it a pocket, but I want to put holes and rings for one of those.
Okay.
And then doing in the same aspect, I had a whatchamacallit window.
Yeah,
Dang. And I was thinking to do the same thing, but this one I'm gonna cut it a little bit so I can put a picture back here for inside the pocket.
right.
And then so that will be, this will be a pocket and this will be a pocket.
Oh, lovely.
So I thought, why not? And rather than go hunting up stuff, I pulled out, these are all some of my journal pages I've done in my art journal.
Right.
And I thought, let's use these. Let's collage and, get another use out of them. So that's what I'm
Perfect.
going to do. And then I
Perfect.
have this. This was a bunch of pictures off of my phone.
Yeah,
Some are mine. Some are things I've saved and it didn't print right. I didn't have enough ink or whatever. And I thought, these are pretty cool now. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. 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 Okay, so I think I want, let's see if I can get 4 out of this one. So I'm just making pockets out of calendar pages. Those of you who have just come in, and Jean's just working on, right,
Just working on
some kits.
nothing specific, actually.
Yeah,
Just seeing if what I had kind of thought about will work.
yeah.
And if it doesn't, I'm out what? A little bit of time and an envelope.
Yep. So I hope everybody's going to have a lovely weekend. This is the last weekend of the month, so we will not be doing the Feral Artists group on Sunday.
I don't know if we're doing anything. It is my husband's weekend off, so I'm thinking we might make a quick road trip for lunch or something.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go to Roswell, but that's it's always expensive because they got a great scrapbook store and they got a great bead store.
Yeah.
So they had just had flooding,
Okay.
and all of our places, it's kind of scary because all the places we like to go to have recently been flooded, and it's just getting closer and closer to us all the time.
Wow.
So
How are you, Anina?
I'm definitely not wanting to live in another flood, that's for sure.
No. I mean, Ron and I have been watching, things happening, these atmospheric rivers in BC, where they get the torrential rains and lots of landslides and everything that's happening down there between, hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, fires. We're really glad we are where we are because it's so flat. Like,
Yeah. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. My flood happened in 1981 in central Kansas,
yeah,
smack dab in the middle of the state.
yeah,
And Kansas is really, really flat.
yep. Thanks, Belinda. The thing is that sometimes you just want a little bit of something different on the page. You want a pocket, and I am trying to train myself that when I do journals, I don't have to use 100% of my own stuff. I can add some of this kind of thing to the journals. It's not, I can do it, really, right? Some of these you can see the writing pressed through. But I could always come and put something on top of it as well, like some words or, believe it or not, I have been cutting out words too. My daughter had given me a shopping bag full of magazines. And in those magazines, I have stacks of Lego magazines. And they've got a lot of little storylines to them with the little talking blurbs that these Lego people were saying. So I've cut out a lot of those little blurbs. It's hilarious. Some of the stuff, you know. Like, anyway, I want to use more of that kind of stuff in my journals. Of course, a lot of it's going to go. I've picked stuff out that I want to put in that book that I'm working on too. Oh, that one's a really wonky pocket. It's junk journals, right? We're doing junk journals. Resting is good, Anita. Relaxing is totally okay. Who says that we have to be going 24/7? Relaxing is definitely good. That did not tear straight in any way, shape, or form. No, they're little pockets, Jen. They're just little pockets to glue into journals and stuff. I probably could do envelopes, but I'm going for the pockets. This one I think I'll just do cut it in half. So yeah, I'm just doing fun little pockets, interesting pictures on them. Hey Dana, I have tea. Ron just brought me some tea because I like to drink double fisted. I don't have water with me, but I've got all this other stuff. We're just playing today, Dana. Just finishing up some projects. Not that this, you know, I'm trying to organize my rooms. And so I found a stack of calendars that I had saved. So that's what I'm doing. I am actually taking my sewing machines in on Monday.
Woohoo!
I know.
See,
Um,
that's what I want to do to these little envelopes. Is I want to um, sew the sew them together. I think they need the stitchy strings.
yeah, I have a lot of stuff I need to sew. I need to replace rice bags. I need to replace faux paper towels. I need to replace a lot of like stuff like that. Okay, so this, even though it's the reflection in the water, I'm going to use that as the bottom of the pocket just because. Just because. So that means I need to tear this edge as well because it just looks like a blurry photograph if you do that. Well, the thing is that I was hoping that I could take my machines to a place that other people really like getting their machines worked on. The place that I'm taking them, I have taken them before, and I have not been satisfied with the way they have repaired my machines. They've lost screws, they've and one of my machines has a specific kind of bobbin, and I think I'm down to two bobbins left for it. And so I'm really leery about taking it to have it worked on because I don't want them to lose anything else. But we will do it. I'll just do it.
You're only going to take one bobbin, though, right?
Oh, I only take one bobbin, but the machine is 60 years old. So I like it. It's my workhorse. That's what I'm making denim quilts on, my denim jackets, the patchworks. I
Have
just,
you looked on eBay for them?
no, I haven't. I probably should. I haven't bothered because my machine's down.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
once
if
the
you
machine,
need me to look, because I still owe you stuff.
there you go.
So,
What do you owe me stuff for? You don't owe me anything.
beads.
Oh yeah, well,
Well,
they're
I
still
mean,
sitting here. I haven't sent them to you.
I know, but I know you will.
I will. I was just waiting for her to get finished, but like I say, she just found another case. I guess I'm just gonna have to, you know. I actually laughed. She writes me and it says, "Guess what?" That's when I asked her if she was pregnant. She was rude to me.
Surely
Yeah.
not.
Pardon?
I said, surely not.
Oh yeah, I have friends that are rude to me. This one and I have been friends since her oldest and my youngest were in kindergarten. They were best friends, and
Oh,
uh, she lives on the other side of town here. So I phone her every morning when my kids got on the bus to tell her she had 5 minutes to get hers out the door. So we talked every day while those kids were in school. So that was 12 years of pretty much, daily phone calls.
mm-hmm.
We used to, I laugh because we used to swap husbands. She's the one that I used to swap husbands with. If something needs doing, I would phone her husband and he would come and fix stuff for me if Ron was dragging about getting things done. Uh, she will phone and get Ron to do things when her husband's dragging, and yeah, it's just us.
I used to tell my husband my mom wanted him to do it. It worked every time.
Yeah. Yes, my machine needs a metal bobbin, but the ones with the holes in it does not work in that machine. They have to be flat. The ones from the FAF that are flat do not work in it. This is an old Elna, a portable Elna.
I have. Is it thinner than a normal bobbin?
Okay, let me go grab bobbins and I'll show you.
Okay, because I think that I have a couple in my stash. It could take a long time to find them.
I go grab.
Oh, poop. Well, guess we're going to have to do a little more collaging on this because I thought I put it on right. And the word explore is going to be upside down.
Uh-oh. Okay, so this is just a regular metal bobbin. This works in one of my machines. It's just,
Uh-huh.
you can get those anywhere.
That works on my old Singer.
Yeah, my Singer, my Viking, whatever. My Elna, though, has this kind of bobbin. It's got the holes on top. It's a little bit rounded, and the bottom is flat and solid.
I don't have one like that.
That's the only ones that work in this machine. Check the model number of my machine. The model number of my machine is.
I think you got a room full of people want to find you bobbins.
I think so. It's all my sewing friends.
And see who gets to Mr. Google faster.
Okay, it's an Elna zigzag. That's all that's on it. Elna zigzag, made in Switzerland. It's a little portable machine.
Zigzag is what you said?
Yeah, Elna zigzag. Okay, now I have to look too. Do. Let's ask the Google. ELNA zigzag sewing machine. Look at that. Mine doesn't look like those.
What about that?
Uh, Open on top, flat on bottom.
They are.
Okay. Yeah, those would be them. Are those on Amazon?
Uh-huh. Alina Elna Star, SU, TSP, Karina, Lotus, Stella, Zenita, Air Electronic. So there's probably more somewhere about what your brand is.
Yeah, I'm just looking. See those 10 count metal bobbins on Etsy that are $13? Those don't work. I think it would be more like these ones. Not sure. I will have to measure and play and check all those out. But yeah, there is a metal plate on the machine. Oh yeah, yeah. On the back of the machine where you plug it in.
We got her working for this, Anne.
All right. This is my baby. That's my baby. That was my mom's machine. So the plate on the back says uh, type 722010. Okay, let's try that. No, that doesn't look like my machine. This is my machine. Let me move that. Move that. Move that. This is my machine. It's a knee press. Okay. Elna. Zigzag. What did I say? 77220?
722010.
722010. That's it. 722010. That's exactly it. Oh, it's a collectible. Huh.
Yeah, I think you can find them. I don't know how expensive they're going to be.
Yeah. But that is definitely my machine. I've had to replace this plate, the plate where the feed dogs go through, twice
Hmm.
because doing all the denim and stuff that I've done on it has actually punched holes in it so that it's all zaggy, jig jag, you know.
Hmm.
Yes, that is. Okay, let's put you over here because I'll be taking that in for servicing. The other machine I've got is a Viking, which was put out by Sears, I believe. Sears did Viking, and it's in a table, so that when you would fold it down and up. But one of the screws, they lost one of the screws, so or the bolts that so that I could put it down. So that one has to live standing up. Yeah, hooray!
Well, my machine that's in the table or cabinet that I have, Gary had to make little extensions for it to make it fit in there, but it worked.
Awesome. Well, this is the cabinet it came with, like the table that it came with.
Yeah.
I bought it used, and so it's a nice table. It just
My best sewing machine is my Singer that I got for graduation.
yeah.
It is good. It's an old one. It was used. I bought a new Singer and I like it, and I bought a new Brother and I like it, and then I have a Kenmore that I bought. I don't know if I bought it new or bought it used. I don't recall, but
Okay.
my sister has it.
Well, maybe Viking was Eaton's. I can't remember. Anyway,
And Kennedy's wanting to She says, I bought her one and her mama broke it.
Ah,
And she says, well, Grandma, if you decide you want to get rid of one, I'll take it. So
yeah.
now,
Well, see, I bought my granddaughter a FAF. Got it serviced and everything. Lovely old machine. I have no idea what she did with it.
well, I offered my daughter one of my machines, but her mother in law gave her old machine when she got a new one. And she has still two in a box. Her mother in law is worse than I am.
Oh yeah. No, my daughters both have new machines, newer machines. I would just like to have like I have quilts half done that I need to finish. I've got so much stuff. So much. So much. And like I say, I'd really, I need to replace a bunch of rice bags. Um, and those paper towels. That's a big pocket. What the heck am I going to put that in? Well, I might have to do a big journal. Oh, wait, no. It could probably go in this one that's going out. It'll fit in this one. It will, it will. All right. That's going to go in this journal that's going out on Tuesday. Woo! Yeah, so I'm excited that I'm going to get that fixed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But like I say, they've had this one before, and I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was hoping that that friend of Barbara's or that place she takes hers to, but he never called me back. I've left messages, and he just maybe he's not fixing machines anymore. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. This one again is going to make two. This one we're going to use these just the numbers. It's okay if I just have a bunch of flowers. That's actually canola.
Question. So
Yeah.
I've got this done. I didn't go all the way down because nobody sees it. Should I do the back?
Is it getting tucked in a pocket? Is it getting glued down? What are you doing with it?
Making it.
Okay. Um,
Probably giving it away eventually.
are you doing it so it's gonna be like a kit?
Maybe.
Do you know what, Anne? That is our local quilt guild place. It's a fabric store and they do quilting and yeah. Yeah. That is Kelly. Gina, I don't know.
Well, I was going to use this with the pear, but if it's going to get glued on, let's find something I don't like as much.
Right. Because, if you give it to someone and they decide, oh, I'm going to glue that down instead of just using it as a pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So Kelly lives in a town just west of me. And this guy that fixes them lives in a town quite far east. So I don't know. Maybe they've got a new repair deed since the last time I took it in, because it's usually older gentlemen that do these old machines.
Well, if you want to come down here and help me organize and bring your machines, I know a really good person just 2 hours away.
Cool. Okay, so I did another one totally cockeyed. That's okay. We'll
And
pause.
she's real reasonable.
I don't have his email. I've only got his phone number. Sherry.
Boy, my cutter needs a new blade. My edges are all kind of, I don't know, fuzzy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And maybe he was on vacation or something. Oh, okay. You don't want to play that way? We'll go this way. Yeah, if I want to come to Virginia. See, that's just it. That's just it.
Well, if you come down here, we'll road trip to Virginia.
Oh, Barbara got the info from you, Sherry. Interesting.
Dag nabbit! Oh, never mind. I was put a new word on there and I said it's upside down too because I had it this way.
All's good.
And maybe that's what I was thinking, but it's good. It's all good.
Good. He's in St. Adolphe, right, Sherry? That guy? And I'd much rather deal with somebody directly than going through a fabric store, because everybody takes their cut that way. Not that I begrudge fabric stores getting their cut, but either way, it'll get dealt with sooner than later. Sooner than later. So I'm going to have a whack load of little pockets.
Well, I'm not going to finish this because I'm not moving furniture to get to my punches. I can't believe I just put them up and now I need them.
Yeah. Well, again, I was cleaning and organizing and dealing with stuff, mainly so that I could get to my sewing machine so I could take it in to get it fixed because it was buried. Um, yeah, exactly, Anne. Exactly. And it's not that they put a totally wrong bobbin in that machine. I got it with one of those ones with holes on both sides. Well, I guess I need this. So anyway, it's going to get done. Going to get done. Then I'll be doing all kinds of fun stuff. More fun stuff.
Okay, I moved
Oh, he's
Carrie.
right on Main Street. Yeah, okay. I will definitely try him again. And I can just take a drive there and see if he's got a sign up or whatever on the yard. My grandson's partner works in St. Adolphe. I could get her to look. Southeast Sewing Repair Service. Okay. Okay. I will check it out. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, Belinda, because I'd taken it to that store. I did it to the store. I didn't do it directly with the guy. So, by the time I got home, and of course, I wasn't using it right away, it was probably a month later that I went to use it and realized, yeah, I'm going to try it again. I'll give him a email and everything. I will. I will. Because I really would like to have my machines working. I really would. It's a lovely Elna. It really is. Nice old machine. It was my mom's. I still have. Um, she had all the feet for doing the ruffles and the hems, like for hankies and stuff. Yeah, I still have all the feet, the different feet for it. But like I say, when my sister-in-law was here from Germany, when my father-in-law passed away, she had a sewing machine that he had bought her, and because she couldn't take it back to Germany, she left it for me. I couldn't even get it to sew 4 pieces of flannel. Like I was doing those rag quilts. I couldn't even get it to put the squares together for that. So I don't know. I just don't know. I just know that I need something that's gonna. I also have an old Singer um, factory machine. I got it. Well, my brother got it for me from somebody who did moccasins and uh, gauntlets. So it's another big workhorse that I could use for the denim quilts and things. Yep, yep. But thank you guys very much for all your input and help. I never even thought of looking for bobbins online. Did not. Did not. I was thinking of actually looking to see if I could find a repair manual for it and see if I could figure it out myself. But this will be so much better. So much better. I'm going to have a bazillion of these. You know, I guess I could put them in Happy Meal too.
I should have just said when you asked me what I wanted to do today, I should have said, no, I'm not doing nothing.
Oh, okay.
I am just struggling with everything I'm doing.
Oh, you're just not in the mood to play. That's all. Other stuff on your mind and stuff. I get
Well,
it.
I have so much organizing that I'm trying to do,
Yes.
and I can't get there yet. And I don't want to do anything until I am. I mean, every time I grab something, I'm like, well, this would be better off here, and this would be better off here. So,
Oh, some of the pockets would definitely hold an ATC. I guess I should have thought of that.
so I poked all the holes in here to do this, and all I have are the little brads, and they're going to fall right off.
Yeah.
So I have to poke new holes, and I'm going to cheat.
No, man. But I got all those. Oh, sorry, Jean. What were you saying? I'm.
That's okay. I was just saying I'm going to cheat and just make one more to glue on top of this, even though the hole is not the same size. Never mind.
Oh.
Sometimes I feel really brain dead, and today is one of those sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily brain dead, but
I'm really close.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't have anything else I really need to be doing.
Well, I need to be finishing stuff instead of doing this. But this was on my in that bag or with all the magazines that I want to chop up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's part of that. So it was part of the organizing and doing. And this is so much easier than cussy cutting. So I don't, these don't fit ATCs, a lot of them, but what they will fit is, remember I'd gone to the thrift store with my girlfriend and I got these business cards, which are smaller than ATCs. And so I've got a bazillion of these that I can put on the gel plate to get started for ATCs. Not ATCs, just little tags. Just little tags. Oh, now see, this is a lovely piece. It's got too much stuff on the back. But that would be nice. And so what I think I will do is I will cut it here. I'll turn this just into a flat pocket to glue. You know how we do just flat pockets? And then I will do this into the other ones. Yeah, I could probably add that to that one of those. You know, that would actually be kind of fun to put in the Desert Sands book that I've got. That I want to do that too as well. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've got lots of ideas, lots of projects. Lots of, as usual. Yeah, I'm doing like Anne and Beth are doing the forest book. I'm doing a book, but it's um, the Pacific Coast. And then when I was cleaning, I came across those little, and I have no idea where I put them. So remember we did nutcrackers last year? We painted nutcrackers like I do the paper dolls.
Oh, yeah.
I came across those. Don't know where I put them. Must have put them with. I've got a stack of finished stuff to glue down and scan, maybe. Anyway, they're probably in that bin. Yeah, that's a lovely waterfall. It's on the back of the book, on the back of the page, pretty much now, though, which is okay. It's okay. Too late. Waterfall's done. You know, that could be a nice, long, deep pocket that I could put like um, bookmark tag kind of things in. Because, yeah, that would just. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a big, long one. This one's going to get ripped.
You can tell I haven't paper crafted for a long time.
Me neither.
They're not even. That's going to drive me nuts.
Mine aren't quite even either. None of them. Because I'm just.
I'm going to leave it.
Hi, Maya. Nice to see you. I am making pockets out of an old calendar. Jean is making a wonderful little flippy foldy book.
I'm going to go to my sewing machine real quick and sew this up.
Okay, she's going to her sewing machine real quick. So I'm just making a bunch of little pockets from calendar pictures. Just so I have them. Then I found more strips, guys. Lots of strips. So I don't know if I'm going to make some snippet strips or use them for some bookmarks. Maybe I should use some for bookmarks. What do you guys think? We haven't done bookmarks for quite a while. Sorry, my pump is running. If that humming noise is drowning things out. Ron and I went for a cruise on Wednesday. When we left, it was quite nice out and, cloudy, a little bit chilly, whatever. It's that time of year. But I ran into a breathing struggle again, so we turned around, unfortunately. And, but while we were out, we stopped in Gimli for lunch. and they've got a deals for dollars store there. Not everything's a dollar, not everything's a deal. Yeah, I saw it. The your stuff, Jen. I saw it. I saw it. Awesome. You've been busy, busy, busy. Um, so yeah, we stopped at this deal for dollars place. So of course, I cannot resist dollar stores, and they have actually really, really nice stuff. Who is phoning? So I got these stamps. I didn't have nice leaf stamps, so I got those. And I got some metallic dual tip markers, all in blues. And this notepad in the bright colors, and it's all lined paper. So I figured, and it's lined both sides. So this is going to be great to chop up and throw in pockets, right? So I broke down and bought stuff. And I think I bought the leaf stamps because when we were doing um, these things, the full washi tape, did, I'm still not finished. I did this one. Remember, I put the glitter paint on and then quit. So I doodled in the background and then added that stamp in black. But I did this one. Um, like I say, if you spritz the alcohol ink on top of your crayon, you can write on it. So I did this one, and I want to put leaves in white on top. So that's the washi paper that I'm still working on. You know, oh no. Oh, nice. An ocean of acrylic paint tubes. Yeah, I've got in my back 40, I have bins of acrylic paints. And probably a lot of them are pretty dry by now, to be honest. Posca markers for $70. How many markers did you get? I don't I don't have Poscas. I have no idea. Oh, what are you doing? Um, one is $10. Wow. But then again, I don't know what the exchange rate is between Switzerland and Canada. Let's see.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
And I didn't break anything or hurt anybody. For as hard as this was. And it wasn't hard, it was mentally hard. So it opens up, and here's your pocket. And it is good and sturdy. Because it's got 2 layers of paper on every part. And then the envelope is 2 layers.
Wow.
So, yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. I have to be pleasantly pleased. Except that I only had gray thread on my machine. I wish it would have been black, but that's okay. It's good.
So a Swiss franc to a $1 Canadian is $1 Swiss is $1.59 Canadian. Wow, our dolly's just sucking everywhere. Really? Because I know it's brutal US against US dollars right now, too. What is it? $1.39. Yep, Canadian bucks are sucking. No wonder everything's so stinking expensive for us right now. I
It's,
like that little thing, Jean. That's a cute thing.
I do too. I think I need a doodle on it. It needs a little light in there.
Yeah.
The photocopies didn't pick up the whites as well as the original. I was going to show you the other thing I did while I was playing around.
Okay.
Let me move some of these stacks and piles that I have here. So I was trying to think of what all I can do with envelopes. And of course, we have our normal things everybody does. And this is still in that kind of in that category. But this one's not. I needed something to write on in the dining room by my other computer. I picked up envelopes and made a little notepad, just stapled them all
Nice.
together. That's how
Awesome.
many I have, you know.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a flip flop, but not really. And it's kind of a portfolio. So there's one. Oh, I lost number 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here it is. So this is, it's not hooked together, but this is 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and I have it upside down. 4 folds out.
Nice.
It's one of those
Can
note
I make
cards.
you big? I've got to make you big. Hang on.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to turn it back this way because this. No, this is right. The envelopes are just. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we have 1 right here, 2, 3, 4 comes out like that.
Yeah.
5, 6, just stuck in there. And then the base is set. Oh, I know what it was. This one fits like this, and this one's going to come up.
Okay. It's a flip up.
Yeah, so.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of cool.
I like those flippy floppy things like that. I really do.
And then I'll cover the back where all the flaps are at the end. So I think I might start covering some of these. And I may find out after I've covered them that it's just too thick and it won't lay right.
Yeah.
But at least I have a start on what I
Right.
wanted. And I don't know that they're going to be pockets because I don't know. They might be, they might not be.
I didn't leave much to cover. I'm going to have to use tape on that. Ah, no. When in doubt, stick a piece of tape on it. Look, another calendar done. So now I just have to pull out the gel plate and start doing a bunch of little business card tag things for them. Or I could just, I've got that box of tags as well. But probably those business card ones will fit in nice. Okay, so now I've got these. I guess now's the time to add the muck water.
You can add yourself back in the game if you want.
We can share again? Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm going to offset them like this too. And I think I'm going to continue using these um, papers
That's awesome.
instead of something,
Yeah.
I don't know,
I'm going to
instead
move
of
my
something
tea
else.
way far over to the corner, way back here. There was actually room for it because we know what the darn well I'm going to dip my tongue in the tea. That's just the way I roll. So I'm just going to use some muck water to do the edges. I have a couple of pieces of plastic that Ron brought me for. He said, "Here, you could use these," and I said, "Sure." But they, you know what? I use them for trays. I put the stuff on, move them to the side to dry. Works great. So this is just painted paint water. You clean your brush, and it's been sitting for a while to evaporate and thicken because I don't buy those inks for this. And I like going just on the inside edge of the back one as well. This is what I used on the other ones that I did today or yesterday. I've been looking for no brain stuff the past couple of days and really easy on the hand. I have one of those envelope books too that I need to finish. I think that's the one I was going to do the momisms in. I can't
Oh,
remember. You know, guys, I have far too much ideas, far too many ideas.
don't we all have far too much?
Yeah, but do we all start them? Because you get the idea and you start it, and then you get sidetracked by something shiny, and you never get back to what you were working on. Is
Some of the times I think that um, all I need for my satisfaction is just to make it. I don't
Yeah,
know, and to find out that yeah, I can do that.
yeah,
And then when I'm done and I've done it, I don't care if I finish it until I find it again, and then it's like, why the hell didn't I finish this?
exactly.
But
That's
until I find it again, it doesn't bother me.
no. So I am just edging these with muck water because that's what I do. And no, they're not square. They're not rectangular. They're just pieces of, but they're pretty, right? Like they're pretty pictures. Couldn't just throw them out.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Well, you could if you tried.
I
So,
probably could if I tried.
so you should go with the WWJD. What would Gene do?
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
Ah,
I caught that. You are much more disciplined than I am. Much more.
yeah, it doesn't have to be shiny to be sidetracked. I agree with you there, Belinda.
Yeah, no. Well, I've got all those. Oh, look, it's splattered in the middle of it. I'll just have to splatter some more. Um, those envelopes that I had cut open for whatever reason, and okay, this needs to splattering. Let's splatter a few of them. because we can. What? Is it all over the desk now? Yes, yes, it is. Do I care? Nope. Yeah, so I've got all those little envelope journal things that I'm going to use for testing various ideas in. I've been adding paint and stuff to them already.
Something else I did is I took envelopes and greeting cards and I put 7 together and stapled it, made little signatures. But I
Yeah,
tried to put a greeting card on the outside so that they could even be a little book.
yeah.
I thought it turned out really well. I was really pleased.
Were they used greeting cards or new greeting cards?
They were all new. They were donations made to Defy.
Okay. Yeah, those would work. See, all my greeting cards, well, 90% of them are used because I don't do greeting cards, right? Or it's very, very seldom I do greeting cards. Swap it out to the other one. Yes, exactly, Belinda. That is why I have a hard time, and I very seldom watch other crafting videos because once I watch another crafting video, then I'm off on a tangent. I mean, whose stuff I saw? I think maybe when we were at that craft show last weekend, my girlfriend and I saw some carvings somebody was doing. It's like, I really would like to get back into carving, but my hands can't handle it. So I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but it was like, yep, I want to do that. And now I won't be happy until I do some.
And I've been wanting to crochet like crazy.
Pardon?
I want to crochet.
Well, I'm doing the flowers for the yard, crochet wise. And I
Mm-hmm.
still have some eyeballs that I want to finish. And then I'd seen something else that it's like, yes, I want to do that too. But as I was saying with the flowers, um, I think that if I just crochet them and then stitch them onto the rings to put out, then my hands won't bother me as much because I'm not working in an awkward position,
Yeah.
especially like those big ones that those big the coat hanger hoops he made me. The reason I'm crocheting flowers into hoops is because of the snow's going to be here starting Halloween day, I think. We're supposed to get snow, and being snow covered for so many months of the year, we get kind of sick of all the white. And for some reason, when I try airbrushing the snow to paint pretty pictures, it doesn't work. I think because the paint freezes before it hits the snow. So that doesn't work. Um, oh, did I do this upside down? Oh, I totally did that one upside down. Look at that. Well, I don't care. So, anyway, I've been crocheting flowers to hang out on the trees in the yard so that we've got color back there over the winter.
When I start to feel like my projects, I have too many started, I tear them apart and make something else out of them.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't.
I do that more often than not.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this, Anne?
That is lovely. That's one of your doodles, or is that a card?
These are all my art in my art journal. It's kind of busy, but I kind of like it.
Well, yeah. Have to admit, being a maximalist, I love that kind of thing.
I think I already decided what I'm going to do with the inside. I was thinking, do I want to put more stuff on there and make it more busy? And I think I hope I have enough of it. I have some of this. This was bought this way. Hear that crinkle?
Listen to the crunkle. Do it again.
I'm
Oh,
thinking about covering the inside of each of these and then you could write on it.
you could. That's beautiful. So is
Or
that
maybe,
coffee? Was that coffee stained with?
no, this was sold at Hobby Lobby
Oh,
like this. And then the lines were printed on it. Actually, this is the back side.
yeah.
This is the front side with the real lines. That's how well and thin
Oh,
it
so
is.
it kind of bled through. Is that
Yep,
how that worked?
yep.
Okay. Very cool.
So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Awesome.
Gotta find something for 3-in-1. I keep closing it back up so I can kind of go with the coloring and trying to make it look right. Not that I care. I'm just using up what I got.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish this one off. I'm going to put some white paint down here and use those leaf stamps that I got. And then this again is just for washi tape. I'm going to chop it into washi tape along with this one. I haven't cut the other ones up yet either. I think I want to use. Normally, I just draw this stuff on, right? Like, some stamps will work.
Oh, I hate when my paper clips are all hung up together and I'm holding something because I want the paper clip to hold something. And
All right. Get a brush, get a brush, get a brush. Oh, that works. That works lovely.
thanks, Belinda. Nope, I'm not submitting anything. I did that once. I've been in Somerset Studio twice. Long time ago. I'll have to see if I can find the articles. I don't know if I cut them out and saved them or if I saved the magazines. Which, if I saved the magazines, I've probably gotten rid of them already. I'm pretty good at doing that.
I don't know, maybe those are a little heavy. Once they're dry, they're going to be much lighter, I'm thinking. Yep, it's alive. Oh no. Probably should put it on a stamping block, huh?
It makes me feel good that my journal pages are getting another life.
Yeah.
Well, this one I want here, but it's small, so I got to find something to go down the edges.
Yeah, it would be nice to see those articles. Do you have them on your personal page, like Jean?
Um, no, I don't believe so. And I'm not even sure where they. I want to say they had to be 15 years ago because I don't think I did them when I was in Hobbs.
Yeah.
So, trying to think of where. I think they're in some journal or I don't know. But I believe the articles I put out. I'm going to look here first. Nope.
You eat too much chips? Oh no, Anina.
It's going to have to be one of those things that I just come across again. Because I have been trying to do little bits. Because when I get to where I want to be, I'm going to have um, each station have its like items by it.
Yeah, that's how I want to be too.
I mean, I'm close, but right now everything is right here. And I should get a new area that's going to give me the other big one to do the beading on. So I can have two separate places. And I'm trying to get all my started journals, and I actually have found one, two, three, four, five, six, and a small one of started journals that aren't full. And that's what I'm going to start working in. Going to really, really try hard to work in the journals. And here I'm making this. Go figure.
Aren't chips just a lovely comfort food? I love chips. I prefer the salty to the sweet. So I very careful what careful about not buying my favorite potato chips.
They can be addictive.
Well, if anything, this is going to be very interesting washi strips. All right. Oh yeah, it's not going to clean my brush very well. Yeah, that's always the telltale, right? Is how much paint is this going to cause?
The pictures of my art is all collage, and then I go over it, and because I use magazine images and stuff, and then I go over it with pens and pencils and watercolor sometimes, and just whatever I find that I want to put on it to make it more mine. So yeah.
All right.
And I mean, I can't remember, but these were pieces cut out, and I think these were too. And some of them I remember, some of them I don't.
So you were saying you cut out magazine pieces and
Yeah, um, I have taught collaging classes for a long time, both online and in person. And my first step to accomplish something like this is cutting things out of magazines.
right,
And I take the magazines and I turn them upside down, and I pick things that I like that please me. Now, occasionally I'll pick out something that's like this was just one image,
right.
and I'll use that. But I don't always use faces unless I can change them, especially if they're a movie star, because I don't want a movie star in a book. I don't know why, I just don't.
I know that feeling very well.
And but I look for the textures and the colors and the patterns. I don't particularly want. I mean, so much of it's my own doodles. You know, that's what I'm. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like this one, I punched this face out and this face, but then I embellished the eyes and added a mouth.
Right.
And the wings were painty papers, and these were probably painty papers. And this was some words from something, and I just add to it or enhance it or draw around it and add doodles and dots, and then once I put it all together, I shade it, and I don't know, it's just something I've done for quite a
See,
long
I
time. And
love your collage. I absolutely love your collage.
yeah, when I get to where I want to be on the art that I am doing, or the room and everything, my plan is the only paper arts I'm going to do is collage. I don't want to make books. I don't really care for it anymore. Not that I'm going to get rid of everything to do that. That's just not what interests me.
Right.
I don't mind making things to go in books, but I,
Yeah. I
I
like
want to
making things to go in books too.
I want to do art journals. I want to do art in a journal. That's what I want to do. And the art will be what I like to do, the collage, the watercolor, that kind of stuff. I don't I don't know. It's just what I I like to do, and then I'm gonna stick with my beading. So thank you. So that, I mean, you can't even tell that's two pieces. It looks like it's supposed to be there, or it does to me. And then all I have to do is take a pen and some things like this. Well, that's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. And so, like right here, these kind of have little marks. I'll extend them to the other part that I added on and just do a little bit of extra doodling to make it look like they were a part of that. And I outline everything. I don't know if that's what makes it, but that's what I feel like makes it. So,
Yeah, and then you embellish the outlines a lot of times
yeah.
too.
And I like to just mostly it's just lines and stuff, you know. I don't lines and circles and I mean that's all doodling is, lines and circles.
Yeah.
You just make it look like it all belongs together. Add some scratchy lines and some messy lines and
That's where I struggle still is doing the messy lines. I don't know. Which is weird because I don't get it. And I have a thing about patterns. I like patterns and like those books that I do, those little rude books, etc. I like the pages all to flow really, you know. I don't understand what that is in my psyche that I need to do that.
so I think that it looks like it was one piece. And then I could still glue things on it, you know, I could change it more.
That's right.
If I was making this for something, I probably would add like, you know, like for instance, I don't even know if this is going to be what I want it to be, but we're going to just pretend.
So this is what that washi tape looks like from that pink one that I did.
So I just cut this out of something and maybe I want to glue it right here. Sticking it so it's sticking out there. I mean, I can take all these pieces and then just make more stuff, you know, but I just really like this. I know it's mine because it has my initials down here,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it all. I remember the stencil. I know where that's at. And this is the Viewmaster stencil. And I don't use full stencils and I don't use um, full stamps. You know, most people use the cling stamps and they put them on a block. I get all inky because I just pick it up, put it on there, and then just use parts of it. But like I said, that does make it mine. And I'll be honest with you, I needed this. I needed to get some stupid stuff out that was not important, and it was exactly what I needed. So I'm glad I changed my mind.
That's good.
And I'm not sure I want to put this on here as a flip up because I'd like it to when it opens up, this is what you see. I don't want this to be, unless I put it down here. I don't like I don't like things that go down. So we'll just leave it a lot off for now. So I have I think I have one more part left. Now I don't remember what's what. This one. Oh no, I do have them all done. Okay, so they're all paper clipped on here, except this last one. So I have this one, and then I have this one, then I have this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And I seriously think that when I put paper on here, I'm not going to leave them as pockets because I think it's going to get too bulky. And I want it to be a pretty art piece that you can write in.
Yeah,
I think that's what I want.
which is awesome.
Because this says, here we go. And I just think that's appropriate. Actually, I think that this one goes like this. No? Maybe it went like this. Does anybody else remember? So one. No,
Two folded over from the left.
2, 3. Okay, that's right. So I need to turn this right now because it will be upside down. And I just like that. Here we go. I have no idea why I put it on that page when I did, but a lot of times when I do collage, I am so in another zone. And I used to have a TV in here. I don't have a TV in here anymore because I couldn't afford to have a TV take up my um, wall space. And so I would write down things in my doodles and in my art that I heard on TV, like this could have been a commercial. Here we go, and I know that there is some in my very very first doodle journal, which I know I haven't gotten rid of it, but I'm really not sure where it's at. And it was, you know, like, and then, or by the magic of television. Those things are written all over it. Just things I heard on infomercials, and I don't know. It's when you get into that zone where you don't know what you're doing until it's done. And I think, I watch a lot of, all right, I take reasonably priced classes because I just want to see what somebody else is doing and what I can learn from that because there's so many things that I do. And I'm not trying to be full of myself. There's just so many things I do. And so I totally forgot where this train of thought was going.
Derail, derail,
Yeah,
derail.
it did. It did. Huh. Oh well. It mustn't have been important. I do need to cover this one. Thank you.
Hey, Steph, nice to see you. We are just playing today. Just trying to finish up some stuff, do some stuff. We're very quiet all of a sudden.
I'm still trying to think of where my train of thought was going. There we go. There. I'm happy with this.
Yay!
And see, I left these little borders on here, on these ones that have pretty envelopes. And I'm thinking when I've got these all glued down, I can doodle on those. I
Hey,
really like it.
Julie, welcome, welcome. We are just kind of playing and chatting. And Linda, you do beautiful work. You should
Yes, you
not,
do. And you should never be ashamed of what you do.
never, never.
Never. Because if it feels amateurish to you, it's going to feel professional to someone else.
Yeah.
It
See,
really is.
I consider a lot of my stuff, well, 99.9% of my stuff amateurish. I'll be honest.
And it doesn't matter what someone else thinks.
That's right.
Yes, it feels good if somebody likes your art. I'm not going to deny that. But if you got something out of it, even if it's something you're never going to use again, or you're not going to hang it on your wall, but you had a great time doing it, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
As long as
because,
you enjoyed the process, that's the important thing.
and that will come through in it too. It will show that you had fun doing it, and it will make others smile.
It's very important to do what makes you happy. And that's part of the reason I'm changing what I want to do. I want to do the things that I like.
Yeah,
Um, I'm feeling really old because I turn way old, way old.
you are not. You're younger than I am. Stop it.
In November, I turned 65, and it's been a number that's been really strong in my mind. And I still screwed this up again. Oh well, I know it's right. I know it's right. I think. But you know, you got to do what makes you happy.
Yeah,
There's so much things in life that are just crappy. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I mean, it's probably taken me 65 years to kind of come to terms with that. I think I told you all, I mean, I don't know who's in here that remembers the story of my doodles, where when I had a job that got tore up and I was told don't doodle on time, on company time. I'm trying to compact the story right now in case there is someone who hasn't heard it. It's basically I had a page of doodles that got tore up and at my job on at work, and I was devastated so much that it took me um probably 20 years, maybe even a little longer before I would doodle again. And doodling is probably my top love. I can sit and doodle anywhere except the car. Can't doodle in the car. Exactly, Anne. Yes, Billy, they're all done on envelopes. I'm not making them pockets because I just don't want to. But my story on learning from everyone's work, you get inspired by things you don't even think about. I used to do craft shows. That's what I did for a living when my kids were little. And I remember being at a craft show, and this woman had a bag, and I saw something through the bag. And I asked her, I says, "What do you have in your bag?" And she showed me. And I said, "This is kind of bizarre, but what I saw in your bag was a wooden angel with sheet music wings." And it was nothing near that, nothing whatsoever. But that's what I saw from what she had. And so sometimes you just gotta go with what, you know, the inspiration, whatever inspiration you get is the inspiration you should stick with. I mean, it's just, I don't know, inspiration comes in all kinds of weird places. Now, I kind of know where I'm going with what I said earlier. Um, I've taken a lot of different classes and stuff, and I get really, I don't want to say annoyed, but that's kind of what it is with these people who do art and think, um, well, follow your instincts and let art do this, and it's a meditation, and they use a lot of psychological stuff. And I'm like, I just do art.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a process for anything. Although when I stop and look back at something, I realize it probably was a process. I just don't look at it that way.
No,
So I guess I'm just my own person, and I do my own thing, and
exactly. I'm the same way, Jean. You
I
know,
don't have a problem sharing either.
no, me
If I had
neither.
some secret patented process, I might not share that, but I don't, so don't expect to.
I mean, I just want to inspire other people to try things and find what makes them happy, things that bring them joy. That's if I can make somebody else smile through what I do, my job is done. You know.
Yeah. I just want to see somebody else try something. I don't want them to be afraid of things. You
Yeah.
know, um, I have a friend who first words about any kind of art thing is "I can't,"
Yeah.
and I don't believe that. I was on the phone with my 10-year-old granddaughter last night, and she proceeded to show me the three pieces of art she's drawn recently. She's I'm gonna start from my least favorite to my finished favorite, and her her favorite at the end was just lips. She had shadows, she had highlights, cross hatching, the whole bit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can you know what she would do with a little bit of instruction? And I
Yeah.
mean, she's just using a number 2 pencil, but it made her happy and she enjoyed it. And she did an eye and a hand doing the sign language, "I love you."
Yeah.
And you know what she was worried about in the whole thing is that they weren't in the center of the page.
Pardon? Sorry.
They weren't in the center of the page. That bothered her. And I said, "Kennedy, they're better not being in the center of the page."
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Excuse me. This has that sound too.
yep. Well, thank you, Belinda. I don't like to hear "I can't."
I
I mean,
know.
if you've got a broken leg and you can't walk downstairs, then you can't. But you
And
can
I
stand
like
on
the
your
fact
butt.
that we do things, yeah, we use a lot of fancy stuff when we create, but we also do things that you can just do on your own without having all these fancy things,
That's right.
that we show people that they can use whatever they have accessible to them to do what we do. I mean, the only reason I'm using this cutting machine to cut these strips, I'm not measuring or anything, but it's just easier that, my hands can't cut today. Your dad was always telling you when you were growing up, there's no such thing as can't. We don't say that in our family. You keep trying different ways until you find a way that works. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I used to teach a course called Meet Your Creativity. That's why this channel is called that. And I would go to seniors groups and we would do various things. And a lot of you always hear that I can't, or people are terrified of the blank page. So I figured out ways to get them so your page wasn't blank. But I would tell them, did you ever get a pee out of your child's nose? You had to figure it out. That was being creative. If you're having a bad arthritis day and you need that mug out of the counter, how do you adapt to get it out of there? That's being creative. Everybody's creative. You just have to see it from different angles until you figure out how to.
Absolutely.
It was a real struggle for you.
I actually got up in front of the school board when my kids were in elementary school and fought because they were going to take arts out of the school.
Yeah,
And I don't mean art like we're doing art. I mean all arts, music, band, the whole bit. I mean, yes, this was an elementary school and they don't put as much on that as they do in upper grades. I get that. But regardless, I was like, they just can't do that. They can't get rid of school. I mean, get that. I don't remember yet what I said. I know that I worked on it for weeks because I had like 3 minutes
yeah,
and I had to get it. Well, I had a whole minute left over. When I worked on it at home, I had it right at 3 minutes, but I was so nervous that I said it so fast.
yeah,
And I know I wasn't the only one advocating for that, but um, they ended up not doing that. And there were several people that spoke. And I don't have a good public speaking. I don't feel like it's not, I get too nervous and all that. But yeah, I thought I did the right thing. And that's basically all there is to it. You just do what you can do and what makes you happy.
yeah. I mean, art is one of the greatest ways of teaching how to make decisions, right? Like you need to decide what color, you need to decide where you're placing things. It's such a tool that is used in so many different ways throughout your life that's very important. I mean, some of the young people that I worked with when I was doing the art therapy, they were very, very appreciative that I just let them create. I didn't have to follow an agenda or a curriculum like their art teacher did. So they really enjoyed doing the art with me because I just let them do it, you know?
I really hate teachers who
Hey, Michelle, nice to see you.
try to dis- extinguish creativity
Oh, yeah.
because I think that's where I was going with when I said something about the um, getting up in front of the school. One of the points I pushed is that art is used in everything in life, whether you believe it or not, because you get up in the morning and you have to decide what you're going to wear. Do you just go grab a shirt, a pair of pants, and don't care if they look good
Yeah,
together? You
yeah.
know, you may not, you may think you do, but you got a subconscious in there that says, no, I can't wear that purple with that shade of blue or with
Well, it
that
depends on
yellow.
if I'm going out for the day or not, right?
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Deciding what you're going to cook. You know, if you don't have an ingredient, what do you substitute? How do you substitute? How do you do this so that it's less fat or less salt or whatever? How do you do that, right? That's all creative.
How you mow the lawn is creative.
When we first moved here, we didn't have a lawn. We had weeds because it was a new house, new development. There was no lawn. It had originally been farmers' field, so there was interesting stuff on the yard. And we had this old. It was one of those rotary cutters. Um, you know how they had the push mower and it went zzz, and it had the twisted blades and it was in front. Well, this one was like that, but it had a motor on it and it was self propelled. So I think, yeah, what the heck? So every time it hit a bump and turned, I just followed it. Like I was all over the yard doing this. I'm sure the neighbors had questions, but I was having fun and I was just letting the machine do what it wanted to, right? Whatever. All right. These are now dry.
I didn't intend to be a lecturer. I just get really passionate sometimes.
Oh, me too. Oh, yeah. Don't get me on my soapbox. Mm-mm. I can definitely go off on many a tangent about many a thing. Very opinionated. I admit it. Okay, so I've done 2 calendars. How many pockets do I? Oh, no, I did one calendar today and one calendar yesterday. I want to know how many pockets I've got. Oh, exactly, Julie. Exactly.
I always have been, don't tell me I can't do it because I'll find a way I can do it just to spite someone. It's
Yep.
kind of like, don't tell me I can't pee standing up. It isn't going to be pretty, but I could do it if I had to. That's always my go-to about don't tell me I can't. I mean, not that I do, but I could if I had to. If you told me I couldn't, I'd sure try. I mean, the older I get, there's some things that I know I can't do. Um, maybe I could if I tried harder, but maybe I don't want to. There's a difference between can't and don't want to. Oh, now I don't know what I should probably
Wow.
put the inside pages in before I glue it so that if I have to refold anything, give it a little bit of a spine, I can do that.
I like it. It turned out really nice.
Yeah, I do too.
I have 54 little pockets. Mass make. Kim did a mass make. Linda says, yep, I got a gash in my ankle with that old push mower. It was then what my parents took the job of mowing the lawn away from you. Yeah. No, I would still have been doing the lawn if that had happened.
Sometimes you got to hurt yourself to get it taken away from you.
Yeah. Well, see,
Oh,
I'd rather mow the lawn than do dishes. No,
oh, not me.
houseworking. No,
I
housework.
love to do dishes. I say that as there's a sink of dishes sitting there getting cold.
Yeah, I know.
but it's just the last two pans. So
They're soaking, right?
yeah, my husband is always calling it a power soak. Man, that annoys me to no end when he does that.
Yeah.
I said, no, I just got distracted. That's all it is.
Julie says, the amount of times people tried to force her into being in leadership for something or other, and she knows she's not gifted that way. The times she tried ended in traumatic disaster.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
See, that kind of thing has never really bothered me. Go figure.
All right. I'm happy with this. Now I need to.
Oh, I guess I gotta put this one
I
in
want to
here.
put something on the back already and put it all together, but I think I need to do the insides.
Oh, this may be too big to go in here too. Oh, look, I can put it there. Or here. I can put it there. Okay, it's going here. And I didn't color it. I didn't edge it.
I understand, Julie, the persons involved with tearing up my doodles. Believe it or not, and when I tell this story, people can't believe this. I'm still really good friends with them.
Yeah.
But I was naive, and it was my first job, and I guess I just felt like they were the bosses, and I, you know, I should have known better, but to not pick up my doodles for years. And it's funny because one of those persons is the owner of the Airbnb that I stay at when I go home. And she comes over and visits, and we sit and visit, and I get a good deal. And the first time I stayed there, I had one of my doodle cards that I had done some stitching on too. And I left it and signed the back and said thank you. And then this next time I stayed, she says, "Look over there on the bulletin board, a Jean Ann original," and she was just thrilled to have it.
Nice.
So sometimes you just have to get over that stuff, and trust me when I say get over it or whatever, get over that stuff. Those are not easy words. When my husband tells me you just have to get over it, I go ballistic.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, don't tell me to get over it. That's not my personality. I'm not going to do that. Just listen to me, bitch, and be gone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't have to do that. I'm going to make it not a pocket.
Julie says it still hurts to think about it. Oh, definitely, Julie. It is traumatic. And says, I think one of the benefits of age is recognizing what you don't want to do and don't have to do and just not doing it.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot of things that are kind of weird about life when you think about it. We should know those things already. You shouldn't have to wait for age. Age shouldn't be so hard on your body.
Right?
It's just kind of weird stuff. But life is like that. I'll never forget when I first went to Virginia to see my daughter, and they have hurricanes, and so that means high winds, and all the buildings, all the homes were 2-story. And then in Kansas, granted they had basements for tornadoes, but you know, or you go to Texas, and everybody's got wood burning fireplaces in their house, and it doesn't ever get that cold. So, it's life is just weird. You got different things for different strokes. So it works out. Oh, I'm going to really like this with the writing. I'm not going to go. Surely this purple is going to disappear, right? It's not going to stay purple,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes.
Okay, we're going to wait because I'm not going to do them all if they're going to stay purple.
Exactly, Julie. The saying "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." It is a huge lie. Definitely. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Come on.
It is traumatic. Very traumatic.
I'm going to mute because I'm going to use the hair dryer
Okay.
or the heat gun. But I moved my mouse because I kept bumping myself off screen. So,
Yeah. I know that feeling too. I do. I do. So this little signature or journal or whatever you want to call it is going to be drawn for on Tuesday. I am not putting anything in the pockets until it has been gifted or, you know, for someone because I think that I like them to have surprises for what's in it. Okay. And I will be doing a closure for it, of course. Haven't decided what yet. Yeah, when I was my girlfriend who found the beads, and she messaged me and she said, "Guess what?" And I said, "You're pregnant," and that was not the right answer. But I'm now basing it on that fact that if I'm not pregnant, everything's good. So whatever else I'll be able to deal with. At least I'm not pregnant. Surprised was an understatement for you? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. That's all that matters. Okay, so one of those is in this little journal because these journals are full of what we have done over the month. So we did some washi tape, we did the inchies, we did some texture and stuff. So we did these little tag things. Can't remember what that was. Can't remember, but I did it, and it's in the book. All kinds of bits. Oh, Jean took yourself right off screen. Why didn't you just mute it? What are you doing, Jean?
well, when you think mute, I was thinking red and I hit the red button.
Oh,
I
oh,
must be attracted to red. I'm getting really good at hitting the red button when I shouldn't.
yeah. There's Halloween stuff. Well, so things that we've done throughout the month. There's bits in here. We didn't really do lots this month, to be honest with you. Not that I can remember anyway. I did borders. can't remember. Anyway, I will be stuffing all the pockets and things with bits of interesting odds and sods. How you doing, Jean? It's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I probably need to go do something else on the to-do list today.
Yeah,
I'm thinking nap maybe. I have to say, I got up this morning and I was like, am I feeling it? No, not really. And then I thought, oh, well, I can do this. And I am so glad I came in here.
I'm glad you did too. I am. Reminder, no stream on Sunday. It's the last Sunday of the month. Um, Draw on Tuesday for the little journal thing. Um, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's new and exciting. I agree, Anne. You've adopted when people who show you who they are, believe them. Forgiving does mean you go back for second helpings. Exactly, Belinda. Second helping is another stab in the back. They're done. Oh, so many collected envelopes. You need to do something with them. I had. I was playing envelopes earlier this month. Was it this month or last month? I can't even remember. So I had all these red envelopes um, from Christmas cards from way back, but the envelopes got damp and they all stuck down. So I'm turning this into a journal of some sort. I'm going to do put them together with Coptic stitch. I just haven't decided what I want to put into them. And here's the thing where I say that I've got that pattern thing in my mind. So they've all got the same elements. I haven't decided what the focal points are going to be.
See, and I don't see it needing a focal point. I think they're all going to have rude quotes, right?
Yep, they'll have rude quotes.
I think that is your focal point.
Yeah. I just haven't decided if I want to do them on squares or circles or I don't know if they need anything else because the other ones I've done have been so much more detailed on each page with stamps and things. They're just kind of at an impasse right now. They look good without a focal point. Yeah.
But you know what?
Hmm.
This might be a new style for you. Maybe it's time for you to change the technique a bit, try something different. I like it.
Me
I
too.
think there's enough balance and the pages look great. I don't think the pages look too busy. I don't think that they look like they need more. I mean, it really appeals to me.
It appeals to me too, but that's where I'm running into problems because I would do the quote on a circle because that's what I put them on, but they would still kind of get lost on the page,
Did
right?
you punch those circles?
Yeah, I've got a 2 inch punch. I'm thinking maybe I should use a 3 inch punch because this is much bigger than the ones I normally do.
Do you have a 2.5 inch punch?
No, but I could put stuff through the Cricut, right?
Yeah, I would take them like that and put a black outline, mat them with a black outline.
Would the black outline get lost on here? Maybe.
Well, is that piece that you have right there worthy? I mean, can you waste it?
Oh yeah.
Take your black marker and go around the edges and then lay it on there and tell me what you think.
Okay. Let's do that. I should probably put something under it, huh? Scrap paper, where are you? We'll use this. What is that? Something very shiny and glossy. I probably have a bigger black marker someplace.
I love the chisel tips for doing.
Yeah, me too. I've got this one. This one should do nice.
Julie, did you see this that I done with an envelope? I don't know if you were in here when I did this or not. This is just a long envelope, and I just put my collage papers on there, and of course my circles are crooked. They're not lined up straight. I swear they looked like they were straight. Yeah, nothing fancy. I folded this end up and this end down. I did the same thing with a envelope that has a window in it, and I was thinking about leaving it so I could put something in the window. Uh, I don't see it laying here, so that means it's moved in the piles of paper when I'm digging for something. But yeah, and it's nice and heavy because it's 2 layers of the envelope and then 2 layers of paper on, one on each side, and so you could put a little gift card in there, a little note to somebody.
I think
Better
it.
than a plain envelope. So what do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it gets lost.
Write some words on it or scribble like words. I don't think so. I like it, but
Hey, Scrap Simone, nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. I don't know.
try a square and see if it's the circle that's bothering you. Because see, to me, your circles are only the little yellow dots.
Um, yes.
And I think those are accents, and you're trying to put a focal in the same as an accent.
Yeah, could be. You know what? I think I like the square better.
I do too. I still think they need framed in black, though.
Yeah, I could frame them in black and put yellow dots on them. Yeah, see, Steph said a bigger circle. See, I thought a bigger circle, but I do like the square.
I like the square personally.
I do too.
I think that the circle isn't
Because
isn't
I've got
perfect.
lots of other squares and lots of straight lines. I think the square is, yeah, I still like the square, and I could do it this way.
Yep, yep.
I think that's the way it'll be. I like the square much
I
better.
like the lines because to me the circles are an accent. They're not part of the design.
Yeah, and I like that size square as well.
Well,
Yes, no,
depending upon your Starkey comments that you're going to put on there, you could make them different sizes. They don't all have to be the same.
true, true,
Because
very
some
true.
pages, the big one may be too big.
Yeah,
Some
well,
pages, the smaller one is going to be perfect. So
yeah,
I like the square and I
I
like
like
the
the square.
outline.
I like the square, and I like the fact that I can put it either way,
Hmm.
depending on where on the page I do it on. You know,
And
and
and where,
I like your idea that I can do different sizes for sure.
hmm and it does make your focal point, but yes, it blends in too.
It does. It does. But like I say, I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple of them like on the white paper with the black outline, and then I will put like yellow dots or squiggles or something down it,
Yeah.
and
Thank you,
tie.
Amina. Good
Okay,
night,
sweet
night.
dreams, Nina. Nice to see you. But yeah, how big is this? 2.5 inches. I think that would be the largest square I would use, and then various sizes.
Uh-huh.
And I like the square more than a rectangle for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Well, thanks, guys. That's a couple of things you guys have helped me out with today.
See, we're all just good like that.
We are, we are. Yeah, you like the outlines too? Me too.
I'm an outline girl, though. I really am.
Yeah. The nice thing is I can just use my that thing that I just cut all that washi paper up with to do the squares, etc.
Uh-huh.
Just zoom done. Yeah. All right. Well, it has been 2.5 hours. I would like to say thank you guys all for coming and watching and participating in ideas and chatting and visiting and just being part of the community. I appreciate each and every one of you. Big thank you and a big hug to Jean for coming and making us drool on our keyboards and whatever else we have with her incredible envelope flippy book and her artwork. Thanks to everybody in the balcony, and thanks to everybody who watches the replay. Big hugs to you all. No stream on Sunday because it's the last Sunday of the month. And I will see peeps on Tuesday when we do the draw for this little journal thingy. And I'm sure we could get into all kinds of other bits of trouble. So, hugs to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend and see you Tuesday. Thanks, Jean.
Thanks for having me, Kim. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Always welcome here. See you guys. Bye now.
Bye-bye.